Hi everybody, my name is Naomi Worob and I'm so excited to be joining you all and to be collaborating with the Compassion Project to bring you these mindfulness videos, these art practices, really giving you resources and reminding ourselves as well reminding ourselves what we can be doing right now, how we can be thinking, how we can be digesting everything that's going on and taking everything bit by bit. So today we're beginning week 5 and we are going to be talking about how do we carry forward, what does it mean to carry forward right now, what does moving forward look like for me. Today we're going to be using dance, and I just want to offer the definition of dance that I was welcomed into the dance world with, which is that dance is movement aware of itself practiced with intent. It's coming from one of my good teachers, one of my great mentors, Celeste Miller. I love that definition because it really tells us that dance is what happens in the moment when we become aware of how we're moving our bodies. It doesn't mean, doing great leaps, having great flexibility, having great rhythm, although certainly all those things can be added as you work on dancing and become a dancer, but at the most basic level, dance is just becoming aware of our bodies and making a choice to move our body in a way that is artistic rather than functional. I want to move my hand, I want to raise my hand like this rather than I have to because I have to reach that glass. Or we can have that awareness as we're reaching for that glass and think of that as dance. So I offer that to you. So when we move forward, I guess no pun intended, but let's continue on and keep that in mind. All right, here we go. So my niece Rosie is joining us. Thank you for joining us, Rosie. When I saw the prompt, how are you carrying forward? What does it mean for you to move forward? I immediately was curious about the things that we are carrying with us right now, whether they are tangible things, real things, objects, people, places, things that we are carrying forward, or whether they're emotional things, whether they're happiness, sadness, joy, anxiety, worry. I was curious what those things are that we're carrying forward. So I wanted to brainstorm that for myself and then put those things into my body. So with your piece of paper and your writing utensil, go ahead and brainstorm 3 things that you are carrying with you right now. I'll go ahead and do it too. Rosie, you're going to do it with us as well? Mm-hmm. Okay. What are you carrying with you right now? They could be emotions or
family times.
Okay. Rosie and I have our 3 things. Rosie, do you want to read them for us?
Yes.
Yes.
Family times is the first one. Having fun is the second one. Staying comfortable is the third one.
Okay, so we are going to put each of those into our body. We're going to make a shape for each of those. In dance, a shape is just, a design that you choose to make with your body and hold still. So we'll practice making shapes. I'm going to do this with Rosie. You're welcome to do it with a family member or with someone if you are with them, or by yourself. It works either way. Let's do some examples of making shapes. On the count of 3, we're going to make a shape. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's our first shape. Let's make another shape. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's make one more. 1, 2, 3. Easy peasy. Making shapes. So we're going to make a shape for each one of the things that we are carrying forward. So for us, we're going to make a shape for the first one, family times. Alright, ready, Rosie?
Yes.
Making a shape for family times on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, that was our shape for family times. We're going to make a shape for having fun. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, that was our shape for having fun. And we are going to make a shape for staying comfortable. 1, 2, 3. I just bonked Rosie right in the head. Did that feel comfortable?
Yes.
Yes, very comfortable. We've been very comfortable around here. So, now we're going to notice how those shapes felt. And I'll just give you time and space to do that for yourself. I'll say that I was doing this earlier, and the things that I was brainstorming had some weight to them. One of them was anxiety about job security. So in my body, that felt like a really big thing to carry. It felt like it tightened all my muscles. It created tension in my shoulder. It made it so that my focus was only in one direction rather than being wide and expansive. It was constraining. So that told me a lot about how that works in my body, how anxiety about job security works in my body, how it functions, and it made me notice very clearly that I would like to, avoid carrying that forward the best that I can. The 3 that Rosie and I chose, they made me feel very connected, both to my body, to my space. They made me feel joyful. They made me feel loved. So that tells me a lot about those things, and I realize that those have been great things, and those are very much things that I would like to carry forward with me, for me. So go ahead and take some time to reflect on what those shapes were, what those things that were for you, and then we'll meet back at the end. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, and Rosie, thank you, Rosie, for joining me today. It was great fun for me to think about this project. It was really useful for me to reflect on what tools I have right now to be mindful, to be resilient, and the exercise that I shared with you is one that I think about and I do often. Sometimes, I'll just check in with myself in the morning, say what is the shape that I'm feeling right now, make that shape, and then decide for myself whether that is something that I want to be carrying in my body, carrying forward into a room, or whether I need to change it. So I give that to you. I hope that it was useful for you. I invite you to do it many times over if you wish, and just have it be something, a way for you to check in with yourself. Thanks so much to the Compassion Project too for connecting people, for sharing these resources. Much appreciated. I hope you all are well, happy, and healthy. Bye.
Bye.